the last class we have discussed something, that we have discussed the different losses, and ultimately we have seen that we are given an 100 kilojoule of energy in an ICN engine, and finally we are getting 28.5% energy, that is output. But definitely research is going on, so there is some modification in the engines, so everybody is trying to improve the performance of the engines. So maybe they are going now 32, 34, 35%. So everybody is trying to improve the performance of the engines. So that activity is still going on. So okay, so we are discussing the cooling systems. We understand that what is the importance of the cooling systems. Cooling system is important because if we do not provide the cooling system, that first problem will be the seizure of the pistons. That will be seizure of the cylinder or pistons. Why? Because there will be high temperature will be developed inside during the combustion. High temperature is produced and engine body. Now let us see what are the components of the heat. So in the cylinders, if I see there is a combustion is taking place, we are giving the fuel, we are giving the air, and they are igniting and they are producing huge amount of heat is released. Where this heat is going? So some of the heat will be going to the, what are the things? Some of the heat will be going to the engine components. Obviously some amount of energy will be converted to the work, W, that is the brake power. But some energy will transfer to the engine components. What are the different engine components? The engine components is first thing cylinder, there is the cylinder valve, then it will go to the cylinder head. What is the cylinder head? Cylinder head contains inlet valve, exhaust valve, and the provision for the spark plug or fuel injector. So this provision is made for cylinder head, and cylinder head can be dismantled from the cylinder for inspections or replacements of these things. Where it can go, other piston, it will go to the piston, that some amount of energy will be, any heat will go to the piston, then piston ring. Mostly these are the inlet valve, exhaust valve, and exhaust valve. So some of the energy of what is released, so that will go to the engine component. So obviously if we do not provide the cooling, so there will be extremely high temperature inside this temperature, so there will be thermal stress and there will be problem in the components. Somebody can start the recording of the our class. So some of the heat is engine components, is going to the engine components. So I have to cool these engine components so that they should not go beyond some temperature. If it goes beyond that temperature, then there will be thermal stress and there will be uneven expansions of these materials, of these bodies, and ultimately the piston will not move, and this is called seizure of the pistons. So now, so one thing we understand that cooling is required to prevent the engine from the seizures. Now, what is the other amount of energy is going? Where is going? So we are providing on the combustion some QS is the supply. This is or heat released. So this much of heat is released. Some amount to go to the engine components that we have discussed. Some amount of energy goes to here. What is the second thing? Some goes to the cooling systems. Because we cannot afford that without cooling systems, I cannot afford the engine to run. So I have to provide the cooling system so that it can carry some amount of energy from the engine and throw it to the atmosphere. And what is the other energy is going? there is some energy is going to the lubrications oil, lubricating oil. Some energy is also going to the lubricating oil. Where is other things is going? Some energy is going to the exhaust gas. Exhaust gas. So it is going to the exhaust gas, and last is that some amount of energy is going to the surroundings. How? Surroundings, atmosphere, in the form of radiations. That means some energy is going out from the surfaces of the engine as a form of radiation energy. So these are the losses, and some amount of energy is definitely is converted to the BP, brake power, but remaining some of energy is going this way. So out of this you can see that this is the biggest cooling systems and exhaust systems, and other things are not very high. So this heat carried away over the cooling system QC and heat carried away the exhaust gas, these are the maximums, and our other three components are not so, but is important because if I cannot allow the heat going to the engine components, I cannot neglect it. If I neglect it, so there will be problem in the engine components. So now if I see the variations, so we know the combustion takes place only some fraction of seconds. Before that, we should understand what is the maximum temperature, maximum gas temperature. What can be the maximum gas temperature inside the engine? It is around 2800 Kelvin. Maximum gas temperature. Because during suction stroke, temperature is less, and so if I draw the curve like that, so this is my TDC, then VDC, so that means this is 180, then TDC, then VDC, then TDC. So that means, so from TDC, piston is going from the TDC to VDC, so suction stroke is starting. So what is happening? Suction stroke is happening. So what is happening to the, so at that time, at the beginning, if I draw here 500, 1000, 1500, 2000 and 2500 and 3000. If I see here, so at the beginning of the suction stroke, the temperature, it will go like that, suction will go like that. So temperature will drop up to nearly 400 Kelvin. So this temperature will go down. So this temperature will go down. Then compression, at the time of compression, what will happen? Temperature will go up. It will go up. Because due to the compression, but it will not so go up, it will go like that. Temperature, because due to the pressure rising, that it will be nearly 700 to 500 to 700 degrees Kelvin. So this is in Kelvin. So after that, combustion is taking place, and suddenly this temperature rises. How much? Sudden temperature rises. So how much? Nearly 2800 nearly. It can be high also, less like that. So this is the suction, this is the compression, and this is the combustion. This is the combustion temperature goes so high. After that, then what will happen? So TDC, then it will go to the, then it will start the expansions. So it will go to the VDC. Expansion again, the temperature will go down, and finally this exhaust. And exhaust will be nearly this exhaust. So this is the exhaust. So this is the expansion, and this is the exhaust. So if we understand that, so temperature is minimum, so this is the minimum, T minimum, and this is the T max. So inside the, at the end of the suction, gas temperature is minimum, and end of the combustion, gas temperature is the maximum. Now you can see another aspects also. Then how much maximum, what is the minimum can be? Around 400 Kelvin. What is the maximum? Around 2800 Kelvin. Now inlet valve is there. Inlet valve is operating during the suction strokes, and exhaust valve is operating during the exhaust strokes. Then whose temperature is more? Certainly the exhaust valve is more hot. So exhaust valve is more hot in comparison to inlet valve. So chances of damage of hot, that is the exhaust valve, is more than the chances of inlet valve, because the inlet valve, what is doing? It is taking the cold air. So that's why its temperature is less. Average temperature is less. But the hot gas is handling the hot gases. Your exhaust valve. So his average temperature is more. So we have to, if there is any damage takes place in the inlet valve, so there is a most probability that the exhaust valve will be damaged first. So we have to take care of the exhaust valve. Another thing. So this way the temperature is fluctuating inside the engines. This is the gas temperatures. This is nothing but a gas temperature. But then what is the average temperature? So what is the average temperature? So average temperature here will be around 400. Around gas temperatures will be around 500 Kelvin. Oh sorry, 1100 Kelvin. So gas temperature will be around 1100 Kelvin. Mean temperature. So what is 2800 is the maximum temperature. What is the 400 Kelvin is the minimum. Average gas temperature is T average, gas T average. So 1100 Kelvin. So you understand. So you understand about the profile of the gas temperature, how it is varying. Now, as far as cooling is concerned, I have to also know what is the temperature variations of the engine cylinder or piston component, because the piston is the important thing. If I see now the temperature variation in the piston, we draw the piston like that. So this is my